Hi, welcome to another video on farms. I got a pretty good response on the Trident farm that I did in my last video. That was an Avomats design, and that was in single player mode. And now I'm on a server, so I'm looking for a little bit more efficient design for this server because the rates on this server for ocean Trident farms are terrible. They're pitiful. So I decided to try Ilmango's river biome farm. So I built it, and I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you that it's possible. I built it in survival. So I think this farm, I don't know the exact dimensions of it. I think it's like 40 by 30 or something like that. So there's the roof right there. So you can see that whatever farm you do, I think I came out 14 off the edge of the farming platform itself. So you want to put a roof on there to make sure that you don't get any light into this farm. I'm cheating a little bit with this torch. I could make it totally dark, but then I wouldn't be able to see anything. And I found earlier that even with this torch, when I'm on the server alone, I get really good rates on this farm. There's probably somebody on the server right now, so I'm not going to get those kinds of rates. Let's see. So there are only two of us, but it seems like when there's anybody but me on here, the rates on all my farms tend to be less good. So I can probably expect right now that I would get maybe 12 to 20 drowns excuse me, per hour. When I'm on here alone, I will get conservatively probably 60 drowns per hour. So I just popped open the chest here without telling you what was going on. You can see that last night I did a little AFK. This is about 3 hours worth. I've got about 7 tridents and tons of other drops, but these are what I was after. So this farm is pretty productive. So let's see. Let's go outside and just, if you're not familiar with this farm, let me just give you a quick look at how it's built. So the difference between this and an ocean farm is that this is built in a river biome. And let me see if I can figure that out on the roof here. So if we look at the biome, let's see if I can find the river here. So see here where it says biome. And you'll notice that right now I'm standing over the river part. So this roof extends, past the river out so that I can keep the light low on the farm. But see, this is all over river right here. So this is river biome, and according to Ilmango, and I'll put a link in the description to his video where he breaks it all down. The rates on, the probability of drown spawning is much higher in a river than it is in an ocean. We've had like several attempts at doing ocean farms on this server, and they're all just really terrible. They don't really yield anything. So I decided to do this river design, and it doesn't look, don't expect things to just start dropping out of the sky when you're on the server with other players. It's not going to happen with this farm. But when you're on here alone, you get really decent rates. So let's see. Let's go up on the platform here and give you a quick look at, kind of how it's set up. So I built a platform up there that was about the size of where this glass is. So this is about maybe 30 or 40 long. And then you can see this is all water right here. So I just kind of did a rectangle around the part of the river that I wanted to do. And then I went back and I didn't do every single block in the river. I just kind of used like triangles to approximate. If you look up there at the top, you'll see where I cut some corners off, and they're just simple diagonals, like where I just did, just chop those parts off, because those are not the parts that are not part of that rectangle up there. Those are in the plains biome, so it doesn't do any good for me to run water from those. So I built a frame up there, like a glass frame, and then I put water sources in there and let the water come down. And then I came down here. So after I did that, the water went all the way down to the ground, right? So then I had to come down here and I had to put this glass frame around the water. And Ilmango talks about how to do that. So I did this glass frame around the water. And then you do it too deep. And then probably the toughest part of doing this farm for me was putting these signs in, and it's probably because I did it the hard way. I actually went in the water and did it in the water, and it got really crazy after I'd done most of the signs and I got over to this end right here. I was bridged out on some dirt right here trying to get a few signs in, and these drowns were just spawning like crazy. So I don't know what the deal was there, but they were just coming like in just droves. I actually had to go up and take the roof off the farm to cut down on the spawn rate because I just couldn't get it done any other way. So I did that and got it all together. And you look at it right now and you think the rates aren't that great. And they're not, because there's somebody else on here. But like I said, you'll get 12 to 20 drowns per hour out of this if you just stand down here in AFK. So now they come down, they drop through these fences. I mean, these these could be fence gates, but I use signs. They drop through the signs, and then they're not too far away to see this egg. They'll sense this egg up to, I don't know, 30 or 40 blocks away. So if you see one drop, you'll see that they'll hang out for a minute, and then their AI will catch on to the fact that this egg is here. And they'll just come straight for this egg. The trapdoors make it look like there's a solid block here. So they try to walk in, and they drop down right there onto the killing pad. And then I stand down here in the AFK spot and whack them with a looting 3 sword. And like I said, I did about 3 hours worth of AFK last night, and I got 7 tridents. So I'm pretty happy with that. When I woke up this morning, I was the only one on the server, and the drowns were just like coming like crazy. It was like just one after another, after another, after another. So sorry I'm jerking the mouse around too much. I'm not very professional at this. I'm just an amateur guy trying to show some other people what I did here and encourage you to give it a try, especially if you're on a server, because the rates are terrific. And I think that's probably good for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Please leave me a like if you like the video, and if you'd like to see me build this farm or something. I found another river out in the desert that looks like it'd be a really good spot to put one of these. I can actually do a build video to show how to build this thing, because there are easy ways and then there are harder ways to build it. So with that, I think I'll just say thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.